Académie TACD, Éducation Plus, du cours de la 6e en terminale, en podcast.
Lesson 15. Relative clauses. Step 1. Relative pronouns. The relative pronouns are the words who, whom, which, and that. Subject, person who or that, thing which or that, place where. Object, person whom or that, thing which or that, place where. Possessive person whose, thing whose. The function of a relative pronoun is to link a subordinate clause to the main clause. Examples: this is the boy who has the right answer. Dogs that are mad must be killed. The man, whose son met with an accident, is a friend of mine. I don't like the town where I live. Relative pronouns refer back to a noun phrase or pronoun that has just been mentioned. All relative pronouns must come as near as possible to the start of the clause that they are in. The only words that normally come before them in the clause are preposition or conjunctions. The choice of relative pronouns is influenced as follow. That is a relative pronoun never has preposition before it. Example: that is a king. Thought, for which I'm most grateful. This is the person that Anne was talking about. This is the person about whom Anne was talking. Which is not used for human subjects or objects. Examples: that is the car which she has just bought. I have a ring which you will love. To and whom are restricted to human subjects or objects. Examples: he introduced me to his friend, who had just returned from China. I liked the actor who was playing Oedipus. Step 2. Relative clauses. A subordinate clause introduced by a relative pronoun is called a relative clause. There are two kinds of relative clauses: defining relative clauses, non-defining relative clauses. 1. Defining relative clauses. A defining relative clause is one that is essential to the meaning of the sentence. Examples: the bridge that is in the picture is Tower Bridge. NB. A defining relative clause is never separated from the noun by a comma. Examples: I don't like the music that they're playing. 2. Non-defining relative clauses. A non-defining relative clause is one that is not essential to the meaning of the sentence. For example, my father, who is a doctor, broke his leg yesterday. I first met Mary, who is John's sister, at a party. NB. A non-defining relative clause is placed between two commas. A defining relative clause is not marked off by commas. Examples: my sister who lives in London is ill. Several sisters. My sister, who lives in London, is ill. Only one sister. A non-defining relative clause adds extra information to the whole of the main clause. For example, the man next door, who works from home, kept an eye on the house for us. They visited La Place de la Nation, which is a wonderful place. Step 3. Using prepositions in relative clause. Whom, which, and that can be used as object of a preposition in a relative clause. Examples: the man I talked to was helpful. The chair which I am sitting in his hand. The chair in which I am sitting is hard.
6e en terminale, en podcast. Académie TACD, Éducation Plus, des cours de la 6e en terminale, en podcast.